All right, so turn around,
Have you had
guys.
a drink before you go?
Yes. Here's Robin and Mum at the start of Buchan Caves. Mum's not coming with us, but the only time Mum stops talking is when the camera's on. What's that all about?
It's a classic. I love it. Don't talk all the time.
There's our guide, I think. And there.
The only thing is I wish I'd worn my shoes instead of my sandals. That's why I put these on in case I was coming, because I thought it was more sensible. It is. These are more stable. Oh, they're not. There's not a problem with that. Oh, as long as they're fine, that's fine. Yeah, they're stable. The next deck. See where that lady is?
All right, I just want to record the birds. Some of the lovely birds here at Buchan Caves.
Yeah. Beautiful trees, though. Look at these magnificent. I'm going.
All right, well, we're at Buchan Caves. There's an absolute mob here. We're not going to be able to see a thing because there's like
And we're going to
people, so we're going to get the
bore the other two
out.
people out of
Exactly.
just a distraction. Yes.
So, very nice. Now you can hit the red button.
This is out in quite a few places where the stream flows along and just vanishes into the ground. There's one up the road further that does that. There's one at the top of the hill at Kosciuszko that does that. So, stone varies tremendously in age about the world, and that's a lot to do with just the unique geology of each area. You probably know that Australia is a fairly old country geologically. I'm actually from New Zealand, and we have Waitomo Caves there, and there. And that's flowstone coming down that way. So these ones here, you notice the drips are hanging there and there's not much going on beneath. When the crystal's very white, it tends to indicate high purity of calcite, calcium carbonate crystal. Extra colour tells us there's extra mineral present. Could have got there from a number of places, could be in the limestone. It's really a stalagmite that's at the roof, isn't it? Or it could be the other way around. You can see little bits of green in some of the form. The crystal, you can see what we call rimstone pools, rimstone dams, and a lot of the shapes are to do with capillary action. So if you look at the water across on the far edge there, you see the water level and you see the dampness going up. Rising down. The copper coin, and I suspect it is from the colour, it'll leave behind.
The green bit in there.
Up on the roof where we walk through. So those ones are going to be something like 1,000 years for the larger ones in that group there on the left there. So just to give a sense of time.
Now we're walking around to the fairy cave. We just came out of the royal cave. Right. Walking to the fairy trail. So we're having lunch here at Buchan now.
This was a good idea, Dave, because you've been walking and you're ready for something to eat. Yeah. No, there's plenty of room to spread it.
This is the Stony Creek Trestle Bridge.
Yeah, a couple of signs on the road would help too. Yeah. It's one of the East Gippsland Road. That must be it there.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. So this was the railway.
Huge valley. Didn't we go down with David? No, we looked at
Walk at Kalimna Jetty. So we're walking along a Kalimna trail, which is walking along the side of the, that's lake's entrance, and the entrance to the lake's over in the distance there. This is the trail here.
We're walking towards Cunningham, just where they opened up the lake to the sea.
Here we are.
Yes, here we are. Not that bad. Let's go again.
Walking back along the, I think it's called the Kalimna Trail on the side. People seem to run along here and walk along here. It used to be, according to the guy on the boat yesterday, somewhere that people would actually drive their cars.
Now the other option is I can ring the Gulf station and ask them.
We're down at Fairhaven. And out in the distance is the Aries Inlet Lighthouse.
Tabloid style.
And the neighbours from hell.
Yeah, it's always the neighbours from hell. You know, some bloke with no teeth going, go and get fucked.
They had one this week. It was some guy who was encouraging all the pigeons to come and make nests all over his neighbours' houses.
Hold on to that so I can say something. I'm just registering the fact that I'm here. Have another VB.
Yes, through gritted teeth.
Tim Barnes looks as though he's about to take an enormous turd out of his...
Oh, my leg and my back are fucked.
Really? Alright.
Anyway,
Thank you.
hang on.
There it is.
This segment is sponsored by Victoria Bitter.
I didn't buy... What was the hell's that stuff I bought last time?
Napstar?
Cheap and nasty.
Photographer.
Right, you're on.
Alright, Mr. T. Barnes is my official photographer, and we are at Truffles Cafe in lovely downtown Aries Inlet. I have purchased what did I purchase? A pizza, an Aussie pizza, and Mr. Barnes purchased an Aussie pizza, and Mr. Barker bought something that I don't even know what was on it. So behind us we have lovely downtown here is Status, S-T-A-T.
STATUS, the Honda Accord.
Yes, yes.
By the way, hang on a minute. We're just Truffles Internet Cafe.
Yes, yes. And then we have Mr. Barnes's STATUS. Over here we have the many years, the Aries Inlet Licensed General Store, which survived the 1993 fires. And over yonder, somewhere there, is the Aries Inlet Pub. And that's it. We're suddenly getting
It's going to be a wild night, boys.
wild night. But over here we have Mr. Barker. Can you turn around? Mr. Barker.
Chili beer now.
Hang on, let me zoom in on it. Chili beer. Zoom out.
The
And then
Matso's
Mr.
Brewery in Broome, Western Australia.
Broome, really?
Excuse me.
Yes. What is this?
I'm just quaffing on.
Shiraz?
All right.
Keep it going.
And he's quaffing on his beer, and now I'm going to hand the video to Mr. Barnes. Oh, look at him! He's making a valued
You chew
assessment.
the red wine. Remember that
yes.
vigneron at the Nicholson River winery? You chew your wine.
All right, now I'm going to hand it to him, and I'm having a Cab Sav Victoris Bitterus.
You don't drink red wine, do you? Why not?
Because I'm a weak shit. I've always enjoyed my beer, and this is Victorian bitter made by the wonderful
Carlton United Breweries.
Carlton United Breweries. Can't get them this in the US because they're a bunch of weak shits. So here I have my
I looked
Victorian
into the brewery tours again if it was a chance for this time, but they don't do them in the evenings. So,
Oh, they don't?
they used to do it at least one evening a week, but even
Who are you talking about? CUB?
By the wayside, yeah.
Well, it's first thing Saturday morning, and I just woken up, and there's rain showers coming through. There's my bed, and you can see I'm thinking of going for a walk and a swim. This is the whole bedroom. So I'm about to walk down to the beach. At there first thing in the morning. I am somewhat rugged up because it's not a warm morning. And this is the pedestrian access down to the beach. There are all the beautiful birds around here. Okay, this is where I'm about to have a swim, right in front of the new Fairhaven Lifesaving Club. Looking very busy. They're working in there this morning. Today's place is, in fact, that's the next house. There's Dave's place there. That top bedroom.
This is Saturday morning, 9th of November 2013. We're at Fairhaven in Victoria, Australia. Quincy just went under. Yeah, so it's 125 kilometres or 75 miles southwest of Melbourne. It's hardly beach weather. It's I'd say it's about 12 degrees Celsius, which is what, about 40 or 50 Fahrenheit, maybe 60 Fahrenheit, and the wind is howling from the southwest, as it tends to do down here. Just panning around. That's the southwest over there. And this coastline, well, we're staying up there in one of those houses. And the coastline goes around past Lorne to Apollo Bay, Cape Otway. Beyond that, 12 Apostles, etc. There's the man. He's a complete lunatic for doing this, of course. Got any polar bears swam in this sort of freezing water? That ocean leads straight to the South Pole. I'm facing south now. Heading the other way, although it might be blinding in the sun. Oh, a couple of bikes on the beach. Anyway, down there is the Aireys Inlet Lighthouse. And beyond Aireys Inlet is Anglesea and Torquay and Geelong. And they're rebuilding the Fairhaven Surf Lifesaving Club because erosion was threatening to drop the other one down onto the sand. It'll be a long project. Well, I'm amazed he's lasted this long out there. Try and get some photos. Oh, and by the way, it's David Barker speaking, his host for the weekend. Quincy drove me down yesterday, and Tim Barnes drove as well. And this morning Stephen Boothroyd is arriving. We're all going on past Lorne to Wye River to have a few beers and a game of pool at the local pub. And here is the Arctic Explorer returning to base. Slightly deeper shade of blue than when he left.
That's refreshingly cool.
My eyes are watering just standing here in the wind. Might get a better look at the lighthouse now because the sun has gone behind a cloud slightly. Well, there she is. These Split Point Lighthouse, I think built in 1890. So there we go.
And there we have a rainbow. It's been raining this morning. What a beautiful sight over the hills around Lorne. Yes, anyone for a house? This is the house next to Dave's, is up for sale. So it's this one here.
How's that one there? 35.
It is. Dave, you can put some history in here. When was this place built?
About 20 years ago,
Okay.
Lady Diane, Knight's
Okay.
homosexual lady, and no kids or anything. She's a high-powered executive in some organisation. She's on $1 squillion a year, and yeah, she just used this probably every 3 months. She came down for a weekend.
Walking around Dave Barker's place. Very windy, so we haven't been able to get the track of birds. We've tried putting seed out with no luck. In here we have Mr. Barker. And now we have Mr. Barnes. As we walk into the Fairhaven establishment, we walk down the hallway. We have one set of bunk rooms down here. Washer and first bathroom down there, and then we have the stairs come up here, and the upstairs. This is where I hang out when I'm here. This is the upstairs bathroom, and then that's where I'm sleeping. See out there. Come down the stairs again. And this is where Tim's sleeping. Master bedroom. And we come out here and there we have Mr. Barnes perusing the paper.
I'm reading about Kate Moss,
He is.
Life After Tom.
Aha! Mr. Barker still intently doing. Now we're about to have lunch, and then the rest of the living room here. Driver's seat, one Mr. Timothy Barnes. There he is. Suave, sophisticated Armstrong executive. Honda STATUS. And in the passenger seat, turn around Mr. Barker.
Reading his newspaper.
Reading his newspaper is Mr. D. Barker. Singing on the radio is Mr. James Barnes, known as Jimmy Barnes. And the album Mr. Barnes is what?
Just Cold Chisel, I don't know, something or other.
He doesn't know the name of the album. Weak as piss. Weak as piss. Alright, don't forget to drive on the left in Australia, Mr. Barnes.
Correct.
And over here we are looking for a tasteful glimpse of, there it is, the beautiful Lorne Peninsula, or whatever it is. Dave Barker, do you know what it's called? Is it a peninsula over there, or?
This is Loughton Bay.
Yep. Yeah, I got to get a photo of that.
That was burnt down during the Ash Wednesday fires.
Yep. Request we stop there. Now we're coming up to Eastern View.
On the surfing inside, Mr. Clinch.
Exactly.
Talk about the hairpin. We saw it over there.
That's where the famed kangaroo incident occurred. What year was it, Mr. Barker?
The early 80s, I'd say.
Okay. We are watching the surgical precision driving of one Mr. T. Barnes.
What bands do you remember saying?
Right, so where are we? Which is significant for what? There you go.
We head further south from White River.
Yeah.
If we wanted to, we could go down past the 12 Apostles, which is no longer 12.
It's more like
One of
7.
7.
So we just do a pan around the lawn area. All right.
Once again, we have the skilled driver, Mr. T. Barnes.
Hot
Suave-
diggity dog.
Suave, sophisticated, debonair. The Sheoak Falls Caravan Park. Oh no, car park. Okay. That's quite a good little walk there, isn't it? Yep.
Anybody read the odd spot today?
Yes. Probably best not to ask, right? So we are.
Interview the other day, I don't know how it came on, he was talking about how they, you know, when you go to the dunny on an aircraft,
Yeah.
you push the button, you hit that.
Spectacular scenery here. It just really is. Beauty. Yeah. At the Wye River. What's it called now, Dave? Yeah. Wye River Hotel. Do you have anything to say, Mr. Barnes?
Not really, just enjoying the beer, Mr.
Which is a what?
I don't know, a local Requiem Pilsner or something.
Okay. Here we have our local surfers. The township of Wye River. Oh yeah. Tell us when you want us to say something.
I'm zooming in on that bend in the road. Now we'll just pan around. There they are, the two lads.
Hello, cheers, cheers, Mr. Burns.
I'll do a second beer. Could be a big session. And as we head
Known
east,
as a pint.
the lovely sleepy hamlet of Wye River.
Population uncertain.
Nice place for a family holiday. Bit of prime real estate up there, but too bad if a bushfire comes through.
Seems to be colder on the old jetty today and fishing. You know that time we went years ago, we came down, that's when I had my corno bloody mistake. I literally went out into the pier, dropped the line and caught a huge salmon.
Really?
You were with me and so was Dave.
Yeah.
Thanks very much, boys. And then we just went. And all these cunts have been there all day, probably thinking, you prick.
This tape is very definitely for the three of us. And here we are at the Lawn Golf Club. What a view they've got, huh? Gonna have a beer at the Lawn Golf Club. At the Lawn Golf Club. How's that for a view? Amazing.
Friday, fantastic. Every free if you come down here. We put in some really great stuff. So, again, thanks everyone and enjoy your trip home.
I might even brush my teeth to
Cleanse the palate.
taste to own.
I'm not going to worry.
Look at that. Fucking here we come.
Look at that.
I'll pull up at that.
Yeah, my phone's run out of battery, but we can.
Looking a little busy
I'll
now.
show you how to take a picture on this, okay?
Parting the area. Watch out for cabs too, they're all over the place. Ring Road is closed. Alternabound tonight between Bloody Road and Dalton Roads. It'll reopen at 8:30 tomorrow morning. Detours in place. Fairly busy going at the moment. And Melton has High Street closed for a festival today.
Yeah, so it's Saturday afternoon, it's nearly 6 p.m. actually. We're at Eastern View, which is between Fairhaven and Lorne. And that's Tim and Clinchy at the Log Arch. Not the original Log Arch because it's been burned down a couple of times.
You going to take a photo?
Okay, taking a photo now. 1, 2, 3.
You can zoom in too.
Oh right, zoom in, hang on.
You want to come a bit closer? It might be too far away, mate.
Well, if you want the Log Arch in, I'm not going to zoom in too far. Okay, that's pretty good. No, it's not. There we go. 1, 2, 3. It's not winking at me.
Look, hold it down.
I am. No.
So,
Tom Bynes gang up.
Might have to be the last thing to lose the sun.
Just ain't like they used to be. All your kids are out after the Australian dream, and they're working in big factories. If I come back.
T-Barnes.
Fucking cold.
Hey, Trace, come and have some food. Black cocky. Hey. Hey, come on. Try some. Come on. Come on.
Okay, red's on.
Yeah, and here we are feeding the king parrots. These guys
Yes.
are amazing.
It's Sunday morning, about 7:30.
Yeah. David's still in his pyjamas, but thank you.
He was keen to get the footage.
Yes.
And yes, we have 4 king parrots.
Yes.
And there's also been a couple of rosellas around, but they're a bit shyer than those ones.
Yeah.
I actually trained these parrots, Quincy, just to get you out here and film you in your pyjamas.
This is so cool. Thank you, David. Because you know, I was really wanting to film some of this.
Oh, there goes a rosella.
Yeah.
He's up there. Can I zoom in?
Oh, over there, yeah.
Yep.
He wants to, he's just a little shyer.
Oh, where's he gone? Bugger. As we say in Australia, bugger. Oh, hang on. Oh, he's got another one. Oh.
Oh, that's awesome, bro. Thank you.
Quincy's got a special gift. The Birdman from Alcatraz. He's got the meeting out of his hand. They won't come near anybody else. Okay, well,
That's awesome, David.
had enough. I'll turn this off.
Yes.
Bye.
Thank you. That's awesome. This is my bed upstairs. You open the window. That's what you're looking at. Sunday morning, November the 10th or 11th, not sure which. 2 hang gliders. Walking along Sunny Mead Beach.
Seaside of Aries Inlet.
Yeah.
Cameraman in front of the camera again. We are heading for a cave which is down there. Well, you'll see it close up when we get there.
And here we are at Dave, what do you call this place?
Sunny Mead Beach.
Okay.
And this is the famous cave, but it's low tide, so the water's not coming in very far.
And I'm trying to stop getting my shoes wet.
Let's have a look up here. Yes, we're under an arch.
I notice your letters aren't in here, Mr. Barker.
My what?
Oh, there's people written their names on here.
Oh, right. No, I'm not into the tagging.
99 and 98.
Oh, yes.
77 is one of our pictures.
Goes back a long time.
That was before our time down here, right?
Yeah.
Just before. 79, DM. Who was that? Was someone at the Fairhaven?
You sure they're not ancient Aboriginal carvings?
Alright, there's some roos sitting on the golf course.
Waiting to tee off at the 8th hole.
Yep.
When those golfers move over there, they might get on the move.
$10.99 here. Oops.
Where is one? Who's one going to talk? Oh, we were talking about Deb.
Oh, there we are.
So you're going to ride on the go-kart?
Oh, absolutely.
In the backyard?
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
There you go. You can
So
film
you're
me
gonna-
on your go-kart.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we are, John and Gina's. I'm going to have a go on the go-kart. Got the, it's the back of John and Gina's house.
Go there next June, July.
Yeah.
There's no reason
But
for
this
that
house is going to be sold.
And, you know,
Why?
if she wants her mother to
gonna
come
move.
over here,
When are you moving?
Well, as
there
soon as
might
this
come a
goes on.
time. Here we are, we're in John and Gina's backyard. The latest hobby in the family.
What's his name from Scotland? What's his name? Tours around US.
Billy Connolly.
Yeah. Really cold, it eats your heart out.
It does look a bit like that, doesn't it?
Grab these straps. That'll do. Are you taking it? How do I look?
Oh, here we go. So here we are at the Healesville Sanctuary, and Mum, say something.
Say something. You've got your camera.
Oh yes, but, well that's rushing the moon. It's normal people can eat like that now.
Well, sometimes you can and sometimes you can't.
Here we are at Healesville Sanctuary, complete with all the noises and sounds. And turn around, Mumbles. Robin's grumpy, so we're getting Mumbles. So we're about to walk into Healesville Sanctuary, aren't we, Mumbles?
Yes, that's right.
Behind that was just talking about the corroboree frogs. Now we do have a breeding program for the corroboree frogs here. There's only less than 50 of them left in the wild, and there's probably even less than 10 left out in the wild. So we've got more here at the Healesville Sanctuary than are actually out in the wild. So it's pretty sad, but us along with a lot of other places are trying to breed them for a lease. So yeah, just wanted to highlight the important work that we do and the importance of these frogs. And if you get a chance, have a look at them in the Cool Conservation aviary. There's a shipping container where we do all the breeding, so be sure to check that out.
Now on to the next star, and usually I have a break to work myself up to this because I do have a dangerous animal in this bucket. So bear with me, I might squeal. I surprised a few. This is Bruce, and Bruce is a freshwater crayfish, or commonly known as a yabby. Now there's a couple of really good reasons why we've got Bruce here to buy in stores, but are actually illegal to set in our local waterways. And the reason for that is that they're really great at catching Bruce, or yabbies, but also really good at catching other air-breathing animals. Animals like the platypus that go in after the yabbies to eat and then get stuck and can't come out. So it is quite a devastating.
Underwater. So it's not just a hard bill that's just there to crush food. He'll actually close his eyes and his ears when he dies, and he can detect all the tiny amounts of electrical energy given off by all the food that he likes to eat, things like worms and yabbies and all sorts of other goodies. So it's quite a handy piece of equipment that he's got stuck to the front of his face, even though it might make him look a little bit silly, but he's still glad he's got it. Now he does have fur, because he is a mammal, but he doesn't, but platypus are very different. They actually lay eggs. So they belong to a group of mammals called the monotremes, and the only other monotremes, we have the platypus and we have the echidna. And they also do produce milk, because they are mammals, but they do it a bit differently. They actually sweat it out, and they do have venom glands located in their thigh muscle, and they're attached directly to those spurs. So as I said, you don't have to live in fear of these guys, because they are usually quite shy. The only reason Nelson's doing this in my presence is because he's very, very comfortable and he's used to being in a tank with me. So that's why he's doing that. It's one of his favourite things to do. We often find him spurring tree branches in his enclosure. Anything he can get a hold of, he likes.
So water can cause significant algae growth, which then chokes our waterways and threatens wildlife, from the tiny invertebrates that Milson likes to eat, right up to the iconic platypus like Milson himself. There are many products on the market that you can choose.
Including Mindy the Snake.